intimate, non-physical ways of showing compassion and you know empathy and some intimacy. But we're gonna talk about all of it, man, and talk about relationships, all different kinds. Well, before we even get into everything, let me introduce my special guest. To my far right over here, it's a guy, man. I'm gonna let him tell her all that, but it's a guy that, man, dear to my heart, man. We been knowing each other before Carter made liver pills, I guess. So I give you Mr. Ryan Hill.
Oh, thank you, Terrence. I'm Ryan Hill.
Boo.
Glad.
Yeah.
Boo.
I'm good with the
Boo.
yeah. He ain't called me no terms when we was growing up. He ain't never called me no. Yeah, you don't use the government.
Right.
You know your
right.
first name.
You want that check?
You just started doing that.
How long you know each other, huh?
Yeah. He ain't never called me no.
Boo, thank you for having me on the show. I'm Ryan Hill, and Boo and I grew up on the same street on Westmont, and now I'm just glad to have that empowerment relationship with him, and we'll talk about some intimacy that we have as well. So glad to be here.
Thank you. And for next to him is a youngin' of the bunch.
Always gotta have the baby around, baby face and all.
But it's my man, Mr. Fred. How's Linsby?
Lazenby.
Lazenby.
I bet you never met nobody else with that name.
Now, you
I tell everybody.
You the only one.
Yeah.
I can't hardly pronounce it. Been on for years.
Yeah, like my man Boo said, me and Boo go back many years. I'm Frederick, but they call me Fred, aka Big Don Lazenby from the Angel Park group.
Yeah.
Known Boo for quite a while. We got into go-go bands quite a while ago. I think I played in 3 different bands with Boo, and I'm just happy. I look back where we were then when we were young, halfway misguided, but I just love where we're at now and what he's doing, and that he brought me in to be a part of this. And it really touches me. And like you said, we're getting into some intimacy, just ain't sex, because as you grow, you learn. That's also true. When you're young, you think the opposite. So I'm gonna pass the mic on here.
Okay, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Glad you're here, man.
Thank you, sir.
Doing a little stuff while we're doing this. So the people on the book can tune in. So tune in to right now. I'm gonna just say that before I get my last buddy right here. But tune in right now to Beltway and Beyond. You'll see it on Facebook and YouTube, and you'll see a world with the Beltway around it, our Beltway around it, right? And you can also tune into my Facebook page at Boo Jones SRB. And you'll see me wearing black holding the chain. That's the one, I got covered up. So, lock this out, But this last guy, right? They always say last but not least. Me and this guy go way back, man. We go back before I moved to Westmont.
Go back to Beulah Baptist.
Yeah.
On South Washington Street.
Come on, man.
Another one here.
Yeah. All the way back to then.
Yeah.
The Wednesday night jumps.
Yeah.
And that's when I used to go to my dad's house on First Street and used to go down there with my other brothers and sisters. Get on the bus.
Yeah.
Come pick us up.
Blue and white bus.
Let's just come pick us up. Yeah.
Every
That's
Sunday.
We was kids. Yeah. So it was Sunday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
I remember. So we go back, right? Man, I can't say too much about this guy, but man, I'm blessed to have, friends that I had some intimate relationships with, and this is one of them, right? So I give you Mr. Norman Price.
Well, thank you for having me on the show. It is an honor to be asked to do anything, and sometimes when we're asked to do things, we're reluctant sometimes, but for a good cause and for a good person, I came out to support you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. So we're gonna chop it up like we said, man. You know, be yourself. Yeah, I was just on the show with my man, Corleone. He was talking about he got a show called Be Yourself. So shout out to them. They just happen to be on right now during this time, but I'd like to give them a shout out. I was the first guest on his show, on his new podcast. I was the very first guest, and you can be first one time.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to be first one time.
Yeah.
Just once.
Yeah. So I mean, and there's a lot of firsts in this room right here. You know, he talked about going to that church back then. I think that was the first time they would start doing it, if I'm not mistaken. Doing out when we was kids. Because I remember before then, ain't nobody pick us up and take us to no church. So it was a first then. So it's a lot of firsts, but we're gonna talk about this intimacy, man. I mean, chop it up. When you hear the word, you automatically go to a male and a female. You hear somebody talking they intimate with someone else that's of their same sex, then they start thinking crazy stuff. But intimacy ain't just sexual, and that's our topic. And man, y'all can jump in and tell me something about how that applies to your life now or in the past. It don't matter. In any way. Anybody can jump in. You ain't got to raise your hands. We just
Yeah, well, it's a good topic. I had to think long and hard about it.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, the first thoughts that came in my mind is like, oh, a man and a woman being intimate. But when I further looked into it and started to pray on it and study it a little bit more, we find out that intimacy is being vulnerable, being able to be open and to be able to be naked. And what had happened in mankind is back in the Garden of Eden, right? We were intimate with God.
Oh, come on.
And then we became broken because of our self-will, and we tried to hide our feelings and emotions and things like that with artificial things. And I think we as human beings, we continue to do that because we put a mask on every day. Our mask covers us. So it don't allow me to be intimate with you or anybody else, because we have to put this mask on and we feel that we have to protect our image, we protect ourselves.
Yeah.
So when we become intimate, we have to open ourselves up and allow something in. We have to be naked, right? And it's hard to be naked around people. Yeah. I think Western society has caused that effect. Eastern society is a little bit different. I think they're a little closer. They're able to be intimate. But in Western society, it's all about me. I don't want you to know too much about me, because you're going to use that information that you know about me and hurt me later on. And I think a lot of us have been through that.
So you're talking about fear now.
Fear, yeah.
You're talking about the fear of getting...
Yeah, fear of getting close.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have the fear of getting close with God also. You know what I'm saying? And I think most of us, as being human beings, we have fell in that trap of being open to someone and had that someone turn around and use it against us. And so after that one time, we put up this wall. We like,
right.
That ain't gonna happen again.
Don't want to get hurt again.
You ain't gonna know nothing about me, so I'm gonna keep it all to myself. And the only person we're hurting is ourselves when we hold those feelings and emotions and part of being intimate from everyone. And we can bring that into our relationships with our significant others.
Yeah.
Because I with my wife, I still put up a wall. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a little more open to share with her, and it took a while to learn how to share with her and to be intimate with her. because I was so fearful
Mhm.
because in the past, right? Our past reflects on what we are experiencing today, right? You know, we look at people and we judge them by what we experienced in the past. So if you've been hurt before, now the people may not have been hurt before, but I've been hurt before, and so I know about letting my guard down and then letting people in, then being hurt, right? But I've learned that I must be open to be free.
Okay. That was a nice lead right
Yes, it
there.
was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was a nice segue. And I want everybody to understand this show is for educational purposes. This show is for uplifting. That's what Man in the Mirror is about. It's for you to take it and actually apply it to your life, not just a whole bunch of rapping and just for views or likes and all that. But we'd like for you to share it because we wanted to reach as much people as possible, but not for no popularity or none of that. And so this information is prudent. And I knew these guys came with a boatload of information. They ain't just, it ain't by chance they here. So I knew they would come in and add something to it. And Norman done kind of like open the floodgates up. Because I believe, and then everybody got their own right to believe whatever you want. We're not trying to make you believe anything from our viewpoint. Let's get that out of the way. This is just our own personal experience, our own personal journey, our own personal viewpoint. So it's never to try to impose anything on anyone. So let's get that out of the way. But Norman, man, I can relate to that. I can relate to what you was talking about, man, because my view is if I don't have a relationship with God, it's almost impossible for me to have a relationship with self and others. I got to be connected to the power, to the source. I mean, if I don't use this phone, it's gonna run out of juice. If I don't plug it back to the source, I don't even gotta use it.
Right. It's gonna die on its own.
It's gonna die on its own. So I like how you start us off right there, man, because I think that's where it starts at. It starts my relationship with God. Now, some people might not believe in the same God I believe in.
That's true.
And to each his own.
Each his own. Yeah.
But I know, man, that it's had to be loving and kind, right? I know that because any other God, that's just me working off of my old raw feelings and all that other stuff. If I'm gonna get you back and all that stuff, ain't nothing special about that. Huh? You hurt me, I hurt you. Ain't nothing special about that.
None whatsoever.
That's just natural human nature. And what Norman said was also human nature about if I get hurt, I'm gonna shut down. And I shouldn't do that. Because that's not tapping into the creator that I believe is the true creator. Man, y'all know the situation about my child passing. And I always bring that up because, man, that's what's one of the most tragic things that ever happened in my life. And but I had to do what was suggested with somebody with some experience. And I think that's how this thing works. Somebody who has successful experience. And I always bring up my dad, he's a mechanic. He retired mechanic. And he used to always tell me, man, he had to keep going to school. He had to keep being taught. Keep learning. Even though he was supposed to be called a master mechanic. And I think that's the same way in life. I needed some assistance, but I had to tap into that source you talk about first. So I can get some guidance. I always tell the people that I work with, and I always call the guests at my job. I always, tell them, man, it's God and guidance. Got to be needed. Yeah. And then when you have like experiences, you do have to get a different type of intimacy with people who have been through some of the same challenges. But I need to be with that one that got out of it. Tell me how to get out of it. If I live in a cave, right, and I get cave like mentality, and then all of a sudden I've been trying to get out. I can't get out. I ain't got no map.
Yeah, but the door is open.
Well, somebody might come in and say, "Hey, I used to be in this cave. I was coming down here to check and see if there's anyone in here. I was in here for a long time till someone came and helped me out. Come and get out. Follow me." And I want to get out, man, so I'm going to follow. That's if I want to get out. Now, if I want to stay in the cave, get what you get.
Sometimes my mindset allows us to stay in the cave.
Yeah.
So
true.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're trapped in our own self that we can't see anything beyond our circumstance. Instead of looking at the solution.
That's why I said, if I want to get out.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't want to get out, you can't drag me out.
You can't drag me out. Because we know how we were in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And nothing could drag us out.
Yeah.
It's all of us.
Yeah. So this is a great show, man. You know, I pray on the topic, and then something like this, you know, because intimacy, man, is very vital to success in my life. You know, we talk about having an intimate relationship with God, and then you got others in your life like us right here. You know, men cry.
Yes,
true.
I don't know if nobody know about that.
And not in the dark.
Yeah.
Because if we got tear ducts. So I mean, but you know, and we all, I believe we all go through periods of doubt. It don't have to be depression. Go through periods of doubt.
We're human.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so, you know, so we can identify with this thing, this intimacy piece, man. I think it's an ongoing conversation.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe, you know, we could talk about, you know, we're gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah.
We could talk about some of the things in your life that you can identify this with.
My whole life.
We done had losses.
Yeah.
You know, everybody in here done had losses.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of demographic that we can touch it on this.
A lot of meat on the bone.
A whole lot of meat on the bone.
Yeah.
We're gonna feed the spirit right here,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna feed the body. Always get food, because we can go back to I got a guy right here when Man in the Mirror started in 2008 at my other house. It was right there. You talk about.
I remember seeing the brother on there. Okay.
Nah, just before.
Yeah, before.
Before that.
Mhm.
But
Before-
Man in the Mirror.
No, it was Man in the Mirror.
Uh-huh.
It's before it was a podcast.
Before the video.
Oh, wow.
Before behind the scenes.
Okay, I got
So
you.
see, this thing been going on.
I got you.
This thing ain't had nothing to do with no.
Prequel.
Yeah.
And this thing is the labor of love. So now we can reach more people.
Yeah.
But now we used to do it, you know, once a month. Last Thursday, it was last Sunday.
Sundays. It was Sundays.
Last Sunday
Yep.
of the month. And we used to do it in my living room.
And that's all right. It's definitely all right, bro.
And I used to buy the food. And we feed the spirit and we had fun with it, because we're gonna get back to that too. We used to send people to the mirror.
Look at yourself.
Yeah, we used to send people to the mirror. What did I do with my mirror? I used to have the mirror on the thing right here. I'm gonna find the mirror. Hold it down for me. I'm gonna find the mirror so we don't get away.
It's a good topic.
Yeah, it's a
we
great
can-
topic.
We can continue on. You know.
Yeah.
Boo talked about crime, right? And as men, we feel that we cannot cry or show those personal emotions. So my question to you guys is, when was the last time you cried?
You go first, Brad?
The last time I cried, oh wow, man, a couple of weeks ago in church.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the only time I've cried, but I was there. They were singing a song, man, how excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I hear that song, you know, it just goes to my core from where I've come from and where I'm at now in life, you know. So I've had a total lack of intimacy in my life, man, definitely. Dysfunctional family, we didn't have a whole lot of love, you know. We loved each other, but we didn't show it. Dysfunctional marriage and things of that nature. And, you know, and all through all of that time and that adversity, I didn't cry. I'm playing macho and all that. And I think it took, man, when I came down with 3 autoimmune diseases, already in the middle of a divorce going on, separation. And then, man, I got to the point I couldn't walk. I couldn't get off the sofa. I couldn't even clean myself up. Couldn't use my hands to wash, you know. And I remember one day laying there on that sofa, crying, boo-hooing, and just letting it out. It gets touchy to me, bringing it back. That's why we're all these bands on me, you know what I mean? And at that point, something hit me and said, don't quit. And I was like, what in the world? You know, it was such a moving force, right? And it told me not to quit. And man, when I felt that, that resonated throughout my whole soul. And that's where I knew, man, that I got to get a closer connection with God. I got to get more intimate. The marriage, we didn't go into it with intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Me and my siblings, we never had intimacy or anything like that. And at that point, that very point was when I began to cry when my troubles would come up, or I went boxing in, you know, we get so strong sometimes. And I will say, man, just not in church, but there are times, you know, I just had my mother live with me for 15 months. She was in hospice. Man, I almost cried every day watching your mother die slowly right before your very eyes, you know. But I found by crying or letting it out, that releases that tension and that pressure that builds up within you. And that tension and pressure is nothing but negativity and can lead to sickness and other things like that. So that's a very good point, Brother Norman, you brought up about the last time we cried. I know I went all around left field with that thing and all that, but I think I brought it in transition back, you know. But yeah, I let it fly when I feel it. Yeah, I sure do.
And it doesn't always have to be in a bad situation. I cry when I'm happy.
I do.
Come on, no.
I cry when I'm sad. I cry with, you know, because I've known where I came from, like you said, and where I'm at now. And so sometimes I'm giving the speech or I'm talking, and I used to get ashamed. But I'm like, man, why I'm crying? But the crying is that you're passionate about what you're talking about, and you're being open and vulnerable, and allowing people in to see where you have come from and where you could have.
It sounds like some gratitude too.
With gratitude,
Absolutely.
Because gratitude, man, is a very vital part. You know what I'm saying? That cleansing, and I want everybody to know, you know, because they always try to put certain things with religion and all that. We're not doing that. You know, and let me say this to you. I believe that the God who sent Christ Jesus to the earth to die for my sins and raise him up the third day. I ain't got nothing. I never seen Jesus talk about no religion. You a religious person, this religion, that. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? And it's all we got proof, physical proof. This is a fact. It's real. So let's get that out of the way. But I'm not claiming no denominations or none of that stuff. You know, and I think that's what get a lot of times people don't want to push back. Oh, they talking religious, they talking, and they don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But you got the right to believe whatever you believe. Like we said before, I double down on that. But man, we have men. This show's called Man in the Mirror. So we got men. We see how we got a classic mirror right there. So we got men sitting up here being, like Norman said, the key word vulnerable.
Yeah.
Man, what other, you know, what you got millions of people could be watching and men are sitting down talking about their vulnerabilities.
Mhm.
That's priceless. Man.
You're right.
That's priceless. And sometimes we view strength in the wrong category.
But that woman boots
Yeah,
on. Real men don't cry.
yeah. What Norman said, man, is absolutely right, and I agree with that about the passion. I'm passionate about things I do. When I was in the street, I was passionate. So the passion don't leave; it just get redirected to something
Positive.
positive.
Yeah.
Not the negative.
Yes.
So man, I thank you for sharing that with us too, Fred.
Yeah, absolutely, boo. Absolutely. Try to speak from the heart,
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Cause all that set the tone. Oh, Norm came out and set the tone.
He did. He really did.
Yeah, so man, we here. If you want to call in, anybody want to call in? My number is the call in number. So if you have my number, call in. But if you don't, inbox me at Boo Jones SRB. I'm wearing all black, holding the necklace. Inbox me there, and I'll send you the call in number. So that's how we're gonna do that.
And they asked me about, y'all asked when was the last time we cried. My father passed in March of this year. So that was the last time I cried. He and I, it was a paradox, looked up to him, tried to emulate him like we do with fathers. But then another part of me didn't feel like I could trust him with everything, or that he wanted to hear everything, that he didn't care to hear everything, so it became a point where I would just keep it on the Raiders or something, or football. I said, he don't want to hear this, the way his body language and the way he don't want to hear this. So I know I won't open up to him with that anymore. But, we learn intimacy because it's different parts of it. It's emotional. It's experiential. Emotional, of course, when we sharing different emotions and different things and being vulnerable, like y'all were talking about. Experiential is things we went through together, good and bad. There's intellectual intimacy too, where you may have two brothers. I'm talking to a brother about Black history, or Frederick Douglass, or one of the Black inventors, Garrett Morgan, who invented the stoplight or something. There's intellectual intimacy, and then there's spiritual intimacy too. Shared beliefs and values. So it's not always religious.
That's right.
My wife, I'm newly married, Terrence. Norm they were at the wedding.
Yeah, it was nice.
It'd be 2 years, August 26th. I got it right, baby.
Right.
Hey, look, hold up. I gotta stop him right there. I'm gonna get Mike back to you. Hey, listen, we talking about miracles. We ain't never think this guy's gonna get married.
Never.
Huh?
Never.
If I had to pick one, now I know thousands of people. If I had to pick top 3 that never get married,
That'd be that guy right there.
that guy be on the list.
She must have been something special.
Must be something,
They say never, right?
man.
She wrote it down, tied him up.
And she's shown me too, because that intimacy, whether we're down, come in now and turn the TV on right away. I still do it sometimes, but she's cut it down a whole lot. We'll talk first when I get in.
Come on.
Talking in bed, before getting up to go to work. Just talking at dinner with the TV off. Things I didn't, because of me and my mom, it was just you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. You eat, you eat. You talk to her.
If it wasn't something that needed to be talked about, you ain't talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she has a big family, Terrence. You guys saw it, Norman. She has a big family.
Big, intimate family.
Yes.
She's from an Eastern society also.
Like you said,
In Ethiopia.
And but listen, they you ever heard of old shotgun weddings and all that? They let them know we'll run down on you.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Terrence said, I know you probably listening, huh? turned. Boo said, Boo said, Ryan, don't mess up. You see them swords and machetes. You know what I'm saying?
Hand swords and machetes.
Say, think about
He
it.
said they'll get you. Don't mess up. They got them swords and machetes, so they're at the door when you come in. You know, but no, she's showing me that intimacy and opening up, and it's so funny, guys, because I'm a people person, and it's genuine, and manners and different things, but deep opening up.
I'm gonna tell you, even though
with that.
you know the show, I don't go by my government. You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
But on the show, I tell people why. The name Boo is an intimate name. My grandmother named me that when I was born. It's not a street name. My grandmother, who helped raise me,
gave you Boo.
she gave me Boo when I was born. It wasn't like, you know, later on somebody in the street named you that.
Or something.
Yeah, no, that was an intimate name because she, you know, I called my grandmother Mama.
Mm-hmm.
My father's mother, Ledbetter side. She raised me from the day I was born to basically till she passed when I was 14. But I stayed with her in her house from the day I was born to 7 years old. So it's an intimate name. So when people, you know, think I'm just using it because it's some kind of cool street name and from the hood and all that,
Name or something like that, right?
man, no.
Grandma.
My grandma named it.
Very intimate.
Yeah. So it's deeper than what people think. So and we talking about intimacy. We're gonna get back to you, Ryan. Intimacy, man, it's all a perception too. Don't nobody know. They wouldn't know that if I didn't say it.
It's true.
So intimacy, like he said, it takes exposure.
Open yourself up.
You got to take a leap of faith.
Yes.
That you do.
He used the word vulnerable. Yeah. And I believe you grow when you do that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
It's a
Absolutely.
different strength that comes with that.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, though, man.
You're right. Even when I speak to someone first and engage them, you know, that's not a sign of weakness. To
Come
engage
on,
and
man.
speak
Come on.
first is strength.
Come on,
You
man.
know, not gritting and rolling
Yeah.
and prejudging.
Yeah.
You know, hello,
Yeah,
how
come
are
on.
you?
Come on,
You
man.
know?
Come on, man.
Even if sometimes their body language might say,
But you know, we talking about perception on that. Perception. If a person not educated or have that ability to be intimate, they thinking that you want to be known with them or something, or you know, and they perceive it wrong.
Yeah, or weakness.
Or
something.
some kind of weakness.
He's needy.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just speaking.
I'm holding my pocket.
And we all miss out on each other's blessings, company, skills, talents, you know, by putting up those masks, you know, false pretensions and things. We miss out on things. You know, that brother could have been a guy who helped me with a business plan or something, you know. Yeah.
Or help me to be a better me.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah.
We're talking about those guides.
Yeah.
You don't never know when your guide is coming.
Sure don't.
Because you betting everything down.
Sure don't.
With new bow and everything.
And we learn how to be intimate from our upbringing, right? And like you mentioned with your dad, right? How you and your dad had a bond, but it was limited, right?
Yeah.
Because not because of you, because he never learned how to love. He never learned how to be intimate, right? Yeah. Same with my dad. I had the same relationship with my dad until he passed, right? Both of their name was Norman, right? And so I wanted to be like him, but I didn't want to be like him because I saw some of the negative
same thing he said
that he had. But I was just like him. But I hated myself because I was like him, and I couldn't even bring myself to have a decent conversation with him or be intimate with him until later on in life. You know, after I got myself together, after I learned how to be intimate. Yeah. Now, it's not his fault that he couldn't be intimate,
right?
Because he was taught that, right? He had 11 brothers and sisters. he was the youngest.
Mm.
So how much intimacy would he have? He got 11 children
Mm-hmm.
in the deep south, right? Being raised,
And he a boy.
and he a boy, and he's
Black.
young, and he younger,
And he
So-
black.
and he black.
In the
You
south.
know, in the south.
That's a lot stacked up.
Yeah, it is.
So how
yeah.
intimate can he learn how to be?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we learn to be intimate from our mothers. And my mother was pretty intimate, but it was still lacking, right?
Sometimes it can be too sweet.
It could be too sweet.
yeah.
Because my grandmother, right?
Co-parents.
My grandmother was very strict, right? So I don't think she was able to give. I mean, they say, okay, you got food to eat.
That was it. Where
You got a head on your, you got a roof over your head, and you got clothes. That's the intimacy that most people during my era.
And you said something a few minutes ago was right. You do got a head on you.
I do got a head. I got a head on my shoulders, right?
I saw that when we was at
I was at Bill Lowe too.
She called that one. She called that one right.
You know, but
Gotta have some fun.
yes, indeed. But that's where we learned how to be.
Yeah.
And we were never taught.
And the key word is learn.
Yeah.
It's learn behavior.
Mhm.
Not to be intimate, it's a learn behavior.
Mhm.
Because I understand that being the oldest of two families, man. I with Val and my sister Tabitha and all them, Goo and Tavaz and all them, they run to me. Down here, if they got into something, they ran to me.
Mhm.
If it was something physical going on, I gotta go out and fight the giant. I didn't have nobody over top of me. So, you know, it's hard to, you know, to be intimate in the environments we come out of
Mhm.
was looked like he said, was looked at as like a weakness.
Yeah.
And he said something last show, because I invited this good guy back.
Mhm.
He's on the documentary. And he said something last week that I wanted to touch on. I mean, last month that I wanted to touch on. You was talking about people have a perception of it,
Mhm.
right? Until they get an intimate kind of
Eat for yourself.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I didn't know that what he told us last show.
Yeah, I was always told, man, Boo, man, you know, Boo, man, he's unapproachable and blah blah this and that and whatnot. So you know, you hear that, you know. So I go in there, I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? He's like, hey man, what's up? He just start talking to me. I'm like, by the end of the meeting, right? Man, this brother, all right,
Yeah,
man. He
yeah.
said, man, you go up there, yeah, bro, come on, ride with me, man. And they say, you know, man, I ain't see none of that in the brother, you know, because you got to see for yourself instead of what people say
Bingo.
about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we got a mutual friend that a lot of people don't know that they think it from his history in the past that he was just a rowdy dude.
Mhm.
Talking about John.
Mhm.
But when you get to know him, yeah,
Right,
big
right.
Big teddy bear.
big teddy bear.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, good heart.
Love him to
And
death.
that's the same
Loves the
thing.
Lord.
Yeah, and that's the same thing that he said that they were saying about me. We used to talk, so people know timeline. He was talking about when we was teenagers in that band.
That's about putting that mask up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the case. People just assume that because they hear you had fights here or
Mhm.
fights there. So a lot of people, and I said that in the documentary about John.
Mhm.
I said a lot of people think Johnny started a lot of fights. I was there.
Mhm.
He didn't start them.
Mhm.
Some people just wanted to start something because
Because there's a reputation.
for the
And
reputation.
then when you're big like that, some people want to
Try
try
you
because
all
you're
the
bigger,
time.
you know,
Yeah,
so
all the
that-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Johnny, a great guy, man.
so
Johnny, many years, man.
So a lot of time. Then, like my cousin Andre, many people might want to, try him because he was small.
Mhm.
It was all kind of stuff, man. Where a person couldn't really get to be their self. That's the whole point I'm talking about,
Mhm.
because of the environment and what the environment consists of.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
And a person couldn't, like what we doing now. They couldn't do that in that environment, man.
No, you be looked at and
Norman used to come around the corner when we was teenagers, had the towel.
That's it. Tie.
But we knew him though.
Yeah.
So we had intimate relations. We knew him.
Exactly.
He one of us. He had a suit tie.
Suit tie.
Yeah. So I mean, and a lot of perception, man. A lot of perception.
I love
Me,
it.
me and this guy stayed on the same street for a while, right? In Delray, street called Westmont,
I know Westmont.
right? Yeah, I know you know.
Lane,
But
Westmont.
look, this guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Now we lived on the same road, and we was high and by. We never really hung with each other or nothing, right? And he just say, "Mirror."
I'd catch a mirror sighting. I'd catch a mirror sighting.
Yeah, that's what he said. But that's years later. We never knew we were gonna go full circle.
Mhm.
Wow.
Full circle now. We like family.
Wow.
Everybody wouldn't invite it. I would say it's an honor, and I thanked them that I was invited to his wedding.
It meant a lot, man.
It meant a lot to me.
Invite you to a very special event in his life, like
Yeah.
that, man. That speaks for all.
Yeah, and I still to this day, man, I feel honored. That he invited me and my wife
That's beautiful.
to his wedding, man. It was a beautiful wedding.
Yes, it was.
And another good buddy of ours performed the wedding.
That's beautiful.
Big John,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Me and John been friends, man, now going on 24 years, man. We talk about everything.
And I hear you, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I hear you when you talk about what you and your wife do now.
Mhm.
You come in before the TV go on, you talk.
Yeah.
You talk at night. See, my ex, we didn't do none of them things, man. First of all, we started out without the source in there. It was a union between me, my ex-wife, and not me, my ex-wife, and God.
Come on,
We need
man.
God in there too, And so we started out doomed from the get-go. You know what I mean? And just over the years, man, things just went wrong. So I love hearing that, brother. I love seeing this brother on there, man, happy, him and his wife, man. Just celebrate his wife's birthday, man. It's a beautiful thing. So you're married. Facebook, great, man. Back in the day, we didn't have that, What happened to so-and-so? But it's good to see, And one of the things I had to learn, man, I went through a better situation, and I said, I ain't never getting married again. You know what I mean? Man, I was concrete on that. Couple friends later, now I'm like, I don't know, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna never say never, but I'm learning with my friends now the value of intimacy.
See, you're not the same guy who was married to the other person. Just like I'm not the same guy.
Right.
And that's why I said perception.
Yeah.
You might try it again, Fred.
Yeah.
Right.
He's starting to see some. Hold on.
If I do,
Hold on.
I want all three of y'all there.
Right. Thank you,
Look,
Fred.
he started seeing some success stories. Hey, listen, when we start seeing some success stories, like Norman said, it's taught behavior. If I don't know nothing about fixing the car, I'm just gonna go fix. I don't know nothing about intimacy. I'm just gonna start performing.
So right.
I had to learn it,
Yeah.
and then I had to understand what the how-to. It's a how-to to everything. Like at my job, we got in the unit I work in, we got water on the wall, and it's got like a little sensor. So when people come up and when they first get there, they want to get the water out the freezer that the nurses actually use for the medicine thing, right? So they, give me that water. It's the same water. They pour it in the jugs from this water on the wall.
Right,
It's filtered. It's filtered. It's clean water. That's where they get their water from. But they want it because they say it's not cold, right? I've been in that unit for a while now, so I found out the how-to. Hold the sensor, let it run down the drain part. Let it run down there for a while. Be patient. Teach some patience too. So you run down there, let it run, and you'll feel it getting cold on your hand. You won't waste nothing on the floor because you're letting it just run. You're not putting your cover, you ain't anxious. And then after a while, when it get a little chill, hold your cup up over the sensor. And it never fails.
Good cold water.
Cold water.
Yes, sir.
with a little patience.
with a little how-to and patience.
Mhm.
Because patience is part of the how-to.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's a good point
Absolutely.
Everything has a how-to. And then with everything has a how-to, it has a source.
Mhm.
Source of power.
Yeah.
It's something that makes that water come out of it.
Right, yeah,
So that's part we don't have nothing to do with.
yeah.
And ain't that the same way about this intimacy? Once I have an intimate relationship with God, the results, I have nothing to do with the results. I just do the how-to.
Yeah.
And I learned that from the guide.
Mhm.
Somebody that already
Really
been doing.
Been doing
Somebody,
instruction.
yeah. I want to say,
got the
man, you want to fix the car? I fix cars.
Mhm.
Let me show you.
How many times we try to put a table together without the instructions?
Oh man. So the bikes. How about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bikes?
yeah, yeah.
The bicycle is the number one on Christmas.
And guys are famous for that,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh man.
You know, we'll try to fix something and we ain't nothing, we don't know
Yep.
nothing about it.
Yep.
But I'm gonna fix it.
And my
Now,
buddy.
later, where them
What-
instructions
Don't
go?
look at no
Where they go?
Exactly.
All you
Ain't
put
looking at
together,
no
you got
instructions.
extra parts.
Yeah, extra parts. Yeah.
one of
Wobbly.
my fellow co-workers, when he do his group, he always talk about the IKEA.
Furniture.
Everything got to be put together at IKEA. And
Everything.
he said that we'll take a look at the picture.
Yeah, they don't tell you. You
And
gotta
then we
look at
got
the picture.
3 or
It's like,
4 screws left over. Oh, they must have gave me some extra.
extras.
Yeah, and look. So then years or months later, you want to move the dresser.
And it fall apart.
All that. It fall collapse.
That's right.
Yeah.
He got the instructions, like you said, and he said the same thing. My co-worker, he said, follow the instructions. So when it comes to intimacy, take it full circle back around. I had to learn that. I had to practice and learn. First, I got to be taught.
Yeah.
Well, see, I thank God for a listening ear, right?
Mhm.
No, what Ryan said, his wife is teaching him,
Mhm.
but he's willing to learn. He said, man, I ain't never do none of this stuff.
Because we weren't raised like that.
Talking at the table with no music or nothing on.
Turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Don't turn it on yet. Been in the house.
Wait a minute.
Cut the TV
When
off
she
at
first
night.
did it, what's this? When she first did it, because it's new, right? When she first did it, Ryan, what'd you say? What'd you do?
Oh, don't just come in. Talk to me first. Don't just come in and turn the TV on. You just run, and then come in and turn the TV on. Oh, come on. I can watch a little Power. BMF. Oh, not in a minute. But please, talk, please.
So at first it was uncomfortable.
Yeah, but then like you say, we learn too, and then I say, hey, I don't want to come in beefing. So yeah, okay, TV's off. Yes, dear. All right. Yeah,
It's a give and take.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
give and take.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want to come in.
See, that's why this show is called what?
The man in the mirror.
Because it's not about the other person.
That's it.
See, because all those failed relationships, what's the common denominator?
Me.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
So what Ryan is doing is he learned over a period of time. That's the wisdom. He's like, hold up, man, coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already had a long day.
This ain't gonna last long, right
Exactly. Fred already had a long day. I ain't even ate yet. I gotta eat too. You know. Yeah.
And it worked out better, right?
And better
Because you're
digestion
talking-
too.
Yeah.
Better digestion, Fred.
Yeah. Like Norman said, it's all about being taught. You know, I wasn't taught either, man. My father born 1924, North Carolina, dirt, pole picking, cotton. He didn't know no intimacy. You know what I mean? He wasn't vulnerable, so he didn't know to teach us that. You know, we'd be sitting at the table, man, quiet, no love, nothing like that. You know, so that's where I'm at now, learning to have a different relationship with my kids. Even though they're older now, but I'm doing it. I just came back from Portland with my son. He's 29 now, you know, but all the years of they were young, me and their mama was too busy and selfish fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm glad
Putting
you
them
said that
first.
about your kids, man, because, you know, before my daughter passed, I didn't know what I know now.
Right.
But we had. I used to. She came and lived with me for a month when we got snowed in, and I remember I made her watch movies with me. It was some movies that has a spiritual, you know, and I at least knew that. See, you only do what you know. So we I remember when she left after a month because she wanted to go back to Baltimore. They was raised in Baltimore. And she called me and she said, "What was that movie we watched, Dad?" So it rubbed off.
Yeah, that's good.
Intimate moments watching the movies, man. I got that memory, right? But now my other daughter, my baby girl, right? She got a daughter, right? And then, you know, I'm grateful she gave me another opportunity because I'm learning more how to have an intimate relationship. And what Ryan said, I learned how to say. Yeah.
And fellas, wouldn't you know, like you say, reciprocal, give and take? Now she looked at JD's Revenge with me. Willie Dynamite.
See what you
Show
get
us
to
our
do.
love.
See what you got
Yeah,
to
yeah,
turn
see,
that
yeah.
TV on.
Exactly. She's looking at Willie Dynamite.
So now we learning some positive outcomes come from being vulnerable. Because that's being vulnerable, man. That's Norman hit that one on the pop.
Yeah.
That was a Babe Ruth joint.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the grand slam.
Yeah.
I mean, right when the show started.
Yeah. I might have to bring Norman on every Monday. Start off, Norman.
Josh Gibson.
Yeah.
Pinch hit. Norman lead off. We're gonna lead off with a home run. We know Norman gonna knock a home run.
Alexander Dukes.
Yeah.
Cole Kelly.
Yeah, old Charles Houston type stuff. Championship. And so look, man, hey, this has been a great show. We got more to go. And man, I just want y'all to just be yourselves, man.
Yes,
Like I said, that was my man's show. Great name for a show. Be yourself. But here on Man the Mirror, that's all we can be. Just be you, man.
You can't run from me.
You can try.
I like that.
Keep on
Can't run from
Dude, quick, man. I'm trying to get away from it, man. You know
When
me.
you used to say, if somebody was beating you up, what you used to say about you did yourself worse than
Jump out of bushes on
jump
the
out
self.
the bushes on the-
Yeah, I said I gotta always watch out for me.
Yeah.
Jumping out the bushes on me.
Yeah.
And then you know when they jump out, they say my name. Boom. Oh, that's you, boo. They always watch out for me jumping out the bushes on me. I'm gonna give y'all the whole because I never did this on Man in the Mirror. But I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. I said I write the script, set the stage, arrange all the prompts, become all the actors, and orchestrate and direct my own demise. I will coach myself into an alley and stick myself up. I have to always watch out for me, jumping out the bushes on me. And I share that for myself because I've been the orchestrator of all my despair. But like we said, and I hope people are learning something today, these are guys with some experience on learning how to be intimate. They was handpicked. Fred was handpicked because he needs to see the hope that you can do it. So listen here, I said, man, I gotta bring Fred back for this. Bring these two intimate guys.
So bring a bright future for him. I'm sure it is possible.
It's possible.
And like we said, we didn't love them.
Yeah.
You know, it was a learning experience.
It was.
Over time. You know, beating ourselves up, running into the wall over and over again, trying to be putting up an image that wasn't us.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to actually allow yourself or to open yourself to another human being.
Oh, very hard.
No matter how close you are. And we still I can speak for myself, I still have a barrier, right?
Mhm.
I have a barrier even with God, Some things I give to him, then other get things say I can handle my own, right? But I eventually come around
Mhm.
after beating myself up or running into that constant war over and over again and say it must be a better way.
Mhm.
And then that's where we learn how to surrender and let go and let God, right? And once you learn how to let go and let God, then you can become more intimate. Now me and God is, I pray to him every morning. I actually sit. I don't just pray. I meditate, right?
Mhm.
And the meditation is to listen for his voice, right? Not always asking, because most of the time when we pray, I know for myself,
Right.
I'm asking for something,
Right.
not being thankful. Like I need this, protect me from that,
Right.
and different things like that. Now I'm able to sit down and say thank you, and then listen for what he has in store for me,
Right.
and I'm able to get intimate. And I'll be in the house by myself, right? And I start weeping and crying and sniffing and different things like that. And not because I'm sad or I'm depressed or anything like that. I'm just glad that what he has given me and allowed me to go through and to be able to share with another human being.
Yeah.
Now, when I get to having an intimate relationship with people, that's even harder, right?
Yeah.
We talk like, oh yeah, it sounds easy, but it's very hard to have an intimate relationship with your wife. It's even harder to have an intimate relationship with your brother.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not an easy thing. It's a practice thing, and we've been learning how to do it over time.
Mhm.
And we may not ever get
I'm gonna let
perfect.
Norman hold it there for one more minute.
We may not ever be perfect at it, but we can progress, right?
Mhm.
Well, our goal is not to be perfect; is to progress.
Well,
So this is a good conversation.
that's a beautiful value of the human race. We
Mhm.
can evolve.
Mhm.
Like you say,
Oh,
progress.
man.
And it's very
Mhm.
deep.
You said a mouthful.
I'm learning that now as I get older in so many things, bro. So many things I look back, just like now, when I cry most time, it's tears of joy.
Mm-hmm.
He left me here. I lived through the disease, man.
Yes.
I lived through that. God, you give me a second chance where I didn't do right so good by my kids. And one of the biggest mistakes I ever did was I didn't take my kids to God and instill that foundation in them. You know what I mean? My folks did it. It gives you something to come back on, And I stand up and I own that, I own that. So now, I'm trying to supplicate and do that now.
Right. Like you said, never too late.
Never too late. I fly out Monday going to visit my daughter in
You
Atlanta.
said Portland?
Yeah, my son's
Oregon?
in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loved it out there.
Went out Eugene too one time.
And what we were talking about, people and opening up. I think it's an area-wide thing too, because when I went out there, I'm used to D.C., Maryland area, man. Don't talk to me, Slim. Man, what's wrong with you? Out there, everybody's like, how you doing?
Right. Right.
My son said, park right around here. And I'm like, man, if we was in Southeast, we'd get robbed, stereotyping. We don't have that out here. This is Portland, Oregon.
And he loves it out there.
He loves it. He didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
We get out the car, man. I can't help because I got this wall up looking around, man, and people, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Wow, man, we on a dark street and people are actually speaking. So, it's about letting that wall down, man.
Yes, sir.
But see, I ain't even got to hear what you guys was talking about, but I know, man, that it's do I trust that source that I was talking about. I trust it. So now I got to use some wisdom. I ain't gonna just go up in the dark alley,
Right.
nowhere.
True.
Right.
True.
But I understand I'm going out there and my son say, man, it's not like that around here.
Right.
You can let your guard there because I've been conditioned when I'm in them environments. We was talking about them environments, man.
Put them antennas up.
I've been going DC most of my life. Eastgate and Shrimpo area. And I had a chance to have a comparison coming back to Alexandria, coming back over there since I was 5 years old. And I know when I got older, I had to keep my antennas up over there more than I had to do out Alexandria. You know what I'm saying? So I can feel the tension when sometimes when I get back on if I'm in a concert, when I come back across the bridge, I can feel tension go low. And that's just the way, that's the environments, man.
Right.
That's environments. So, he said something before the cameras came on. A product of your environment. That's the true stuff, man. Because everything is learned. Like
Very true.
everything is learned.
It is.
So that's why you was uncomfortable. It was new. Like that intimacy. See, man, when it's new and you ain't never been vulnerable, and you want to keep that shield up to protect that pain or that hurt that you've been,
You guys talk about evolving, and we all evolving, I mean, us sitting here talking about something positive, appreciating each other,
Absolutely.
no defenses up, no pretenses, love for each other, agape love. Always loved that agape love when I would see it, especially among Black men, because you know how hard it is for some of us to sit down and discuss something and talk, without any ulterior motives.
Right.
Right.
So just enjoy each other's company, man, and something positive. And I love too what you're doing too, Boo, with the Delray thing and all of that. And whenever I see guys from the neighborhood, just love for each other, just love.
I mean, I just want to support the Delray thing. That's I think it's Kurt, Greg,
Kurt,
and my man. What was my man name? Nah.
Antoine.
No. It's I know I can see his face and everything, but it's their thing.
Right.
If I think of his name, I give him a shout out.
And everybody been carrying it on. It's even when we greet each other. Now it's not 1986. It's, it's not 88. Like you said, you still stuck in that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's hey, how you doing, man? You look good. You look good,
Good
man.
to see you, bro.
Yeah, good to see you, brother.
Back in the
Yeah.
day.
Slim.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you couldn't go from Delray to town to the Birds or to the South Side without coming out fighting, right?
Green Valley.
You
Green
took
Valley.
the words out.
Don't forget the Valley.
Now-
Some of them say Gum Springs, turn.
But then
I go all the places. I used to go all of them. So I had a problem.
Remember, I spoke about that last show. You remember that book?
Yeah.
I said some of the places, man, we used to play back in the day, man, we would pull up and I'd be like, man, we ain't gonna play here. Man, I ain't getting out the car, right? And then Boo would jump out and everybody, yo, Boo, what's up, man? I'd be like, come on, man, get them combos or something. Come on, man, let's get in here, man.
And most
Yeah,
of
we
the time,
talk about one particular show. You talk about the highway. We played at Gum Springs during the daytime.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the shows he's talking about. Once we jumped out the truck right at home, and that's called relate. See, all of that's intimate. All that it might not. It's degrees of it, but it's intimate because I have relationships with those people in all those areas. You know what I'm saying? And I always been, and you talked about it. I always been a people person. So
Definitely got
it's natural.
Yeah.
Being a lead talker in go-go,
Right.
you got to be somewhat a people person.
Exactly.
You do.
Exactly.
You do. You got to be a
Yeah.
people person. Yeah.
Man, you ain't be able to fake it for so long.
And
Say
then
what now? Can't say that with so much.
other thing too, just showing respect for people.
And just showing
no matter where you
genuine
are.
respect.
I had a guy from New York, Fred, some years ago, and he would always take that New York stuff different places. Now I've been to Mississippi and Detroit and lived in Chicago, but the bottom line is you respect people and respect, where you are and what you're doing, and generally you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You generally.
Yeah,
When he would take that New York mess, I say, man, you gonna get broke off down here in Biloxi. You know what I'm saying? You trying to curry them, you go and then snatch your girl, your New York honey.
You know what I'm saying?
Biloxi,
They don't play down there.
Biloxi,
All
Mississippi.
them dudes
Actually strong.
Exactly.
That's Mississippi, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
Mississippi,
Mississippi.
Biloxi.
Bay St. Louis and what's that on the Gulf?
Don't leave New Orleans out
Yeah,
either.
yeah, New Orleans. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
you're
The
right.
Gulf.
But yeah, respect, man. You give respect, you get it so many times,
Yeah.
man. You can just be a stranger, walk down the street, man. You know, and I hate to say it, but we stereotype.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's a big
Perception.
dude, man. Look like he like to fight, rumble, all that.
Yeah.
Man, how you doing today? All right, good, man. Next thing you know, you talking about some good positive stuff,
Exactly.
brother. He ain't nowhere near like that.
exactly.
You know,
And you like, man,
that's
Okay.
what we got to break away from, man.
it is.
Yeah.
It really is. You know,
And a lot of times, man, that's like the core of it, man. People's belief system.
True.
Belief system. We what we trust, that's what we do.
Mhm.
You know, we do what we trust.
Yeah,
I tell you, I always use this one, man. Watch this. When y'all came in here, what's the thing that we did other than greet each other, whatever? What's the one thing we did without thinking when we came? What you gonna say? Huh? Sit down.
Yeah, they don't-
Ain't nobody check the furniture to see where they hold them or
Right,
nothing.
right.
Right.
Well, take your shoes off.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying nobody checked.
Exactly. Sit
I
down.
better just sit down. This
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not hold me.
Right,
or,
right.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
or there's a knife sticking
You know-
out there or
You
whatever.
know what God
being
showed
on
me
the
one day?
defensive.
God showed me one day, and I talked about it at church. Shout out to Pastor Q and Word Movers, because we are the church, but I'm just saying at the service. I talked about, man, I speak there every other week. I'm blessed to get a platform with him to share God's goodness, right?
Mhm.
But I spoke about, man, and he put it on my heart. It ain't me.
Mhm.
I'm just being obedient.
Yeah.
About, man, you trust a chair more than you trust me.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true.
Huh? I ain't seen nobody yet go to a chair and check it.
Unless
Oh,
That's it. Look fragile.
Yeah. Or they.
Oh, it look fragile.
Yeah. Look fragile.
No, I ain't sitting
That
on
might
that.
be exactly before and they knew what happened.
but the point I'm
Right,
making,
yeah,
God
yeah,
don't
what
look
you're saying.
fragile.
Exactly.
Right.
You look at nature, you don't look fragile. Look at us. Look at the mirror. You look at the mirror, ain't nothing fragile about that invention. So we trust a chair for it.
And we trusted things that would kill us.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a whole nother
Yeah,
segment.
that's a whole
Whole
that's
nother
another
show.
segment. Yeah.
I know I did for
But
years.
but to be intimacy, it takes a level of trust.
You have to have trust.
It really does.
You do.
It
It really does.
takes a while to build. It takes a while to build up their trust.
Yeah.
It doesn't come overnight.
Mm-mm.
It takes practice. Sometimes you have to give it a little bit at a time. Like I was speaking before, you have to learn how to listen, right?
Yeah.
And versus always speaking, right?
Yeah.
When you're able to allow his voice to resonate in you, you're able to be vulnerable, right? You're able to say, "Hey, I've sinned. I did wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forgive me," right? And it's hard for us to say, "Hey, forgive me," right?
Mm.
We did somebody wrong.
Mm.
You know, most of the time we're like, we know we did it wrong, but we won't verbally say,
Right.
"Hey, I did you wrong." Right?
Exactly. Yeah,
I'll
I
go
was
around the
wrong.
bush. you know what I meant,
Yeah.
but we never become that vulnerable to say, "Hey, I'm sorry."
I was wrong.
And I'm glad you touched on that, because you have a lot of times we have situations where somebody have done us wrong, and you talking about just before the time, right?
Mhm.
And they'll never come apologize. And then they start acting like they don't like you did them wrong.
Yeah,
Start acting mad at you.
and they did you wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that's human nature too, when
Mhm.
the person don't want to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
When they don't,
They don't want to be open. They don't want to have an intimate relationship with you.
or anyone probably.
Mhm.
Because most people who like that is superficial.
Mhm.
Because man, I can't sit still and I know I directly done you wrong,
Mhm.
and I keep saying,
You're gonna make amends.
I can't rest.
Mhm.
So I thank God for that Holy Spirit,
Yeah.
because that's the only thing that gives me conviction. because I wouldn't have it, and I don't never want to get to the point where I don't feel no conviction.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
never
we
want to get
just-
to that.
we
point.
can
Mouthful
become
there,
better.
brother. Said a
Conscious,
mouthful
yeah,
there.
conviction.
I don't never want. I don't never.
We've been there.
Yeah.
I know. Been there.
Yeah.
But I still was convicted even when I was cutting up.
Mhm.
So I don't never want to get to the point where I don't feel bad about doing wrong.
Yeah.
That's to make it real layman terms.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't want to never get to the point where I don't feel bad about doing wrong.
No conscience.
That's deep there. Boo.
Yeah.
Very deep.
You don't want to lose your conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many
I call it the Holy Spirit. You might call it conscience,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I know that that for me, and that, like I told people, we're not pushing nothing on nobody.
Right.
But for me,
Right.
even
Personal.
when I was in the mix and doing what I knew,
Mhm.
because what I knew was doing the street stuff.
Right.
That's why I had faith in.
Mhm.
I had to get a new playbook.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another instruction manual.
Another instruction
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
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 I'm glad you brought that up. That's very vital. That's very vital that everybody out there understand. With old Norman pinch hitting today, 2 times I had to get up and do something, and Norman kept it rolling.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
he did. Yes, he did.
We had to interview Norman at the show.
Yeah.
Cause see, and another thing, man, this man in the mirror, man, because this is your own personal journey. We might be individuals sitting here, right? But collectively, man, we all on our own journey, but collectively we got the same heart,
Mhm.
same,
Right.
we want the same outcome.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still our own personal journey, though.
Right. But we got the same basic mission statement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same destination, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
yeah, same mission statement.
Yeah.
Same mission statement.
Yeah. You was talking about. I think Norman was talking about having interview with your.
Supervisor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and every company got a mission statement.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, they do.
Yeah. Now your skill set might be used in a different way, but it's still trying to get the same result.
Under our mission statement.
Under our mission statement. And look, what they say
Yeah.
is that good coaches like Belichick and them, he said we run doing the Patriot way.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't that what he used to
Yeah,
say?
he used to say, yes, the
And,
Patriot
and,
way.
and let's look at the fact. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody won more championships.
Yeah.
I don't care who he had.
Uh-huh.
He had the right ingredients.
Sure did.
The
You know,
Patriot way.
But it was a system that worked for the personnel that he had.
Yeah.
So people may say, "Oh, well, Tom Brady." Yeah, Tom Brady and him was a perfect match. But not only that, the offensive coordinators, the defensive coordinator, other people who was on the team, it was just a perfect blend.
Yep.
Even up to
With
the
no
owners.
screws missing.
Yeah, owners too.
Even the owners,
Even
they
the
sat
owners.
back in the
Because he
box.
stayed out the way.
Yeah, and wasn't on the sideline like some
Yeah,
others.
right.
You know what I mean?
Making
I'm
videos.
a Cowboys fan,
Making videos
Jerry. You know
and
what I mean?
interviews and videos.
Well, you hire the people and create your
Yeah.
system.
What it was,
Dan
it was
Snyder.
a perfect storm.
You know,
He's gone now.
Now you said, look,
Yeah.
said-
can you
said that
tell us how to do
we don't want to get off the point because we're not really
Jackson
talking about
been gone.
football.
Yeah.
We're not. It's just a metaphor.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Because you got 3 Raider fans that
Yeah.
said no.
Yeah. So now we got Pete Carroll.
I ain't
decent
Shame
guy.
his blood.
A decent
Shame
guy.
his blood.
Pete
Yeah.
Carroll, a
Yeah.
decent guy.
Yeah.
Hey, so on that note, the 21st of September, we'll be in the building.
That's right.
I mean, got mine.
Raider Nation.
You got yours?
We all
I got
got
it.
ours. Raider Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but teamwork.
Text y'all
being
with a
a part of
tailgate.
team
I'm
is
gonna
part
look
of
for
being
y'all. I'm
intimate.
gonna be in Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna look for y'all.
So what you saying?
I was saying teamwork is part of being intimate.
Yeah,
You can't have
yes,
a successful
yeah.
team
Exactly.
if no one is on the same page.
Yes.
When you're not able to communicate
Yes, sir.
or to
That's
experience what that other person is lacking.
that's very important.
For you
It's so deep.
come over and help them with that. You know,
You're
so,
right.
like in your marriage, right? That's a team, right?
Yeah.
That's a
You
team.
know, in your family, that's a team, right?
Yeah.
being on a football team, right?
Yeah.
You got one person who is not following the plays.
Mhm.
Guess what?
Whole
The
thing.
quarterback will get sacked, right?
Right.
Every time.
Yeah. So.
See, I'm glad I got to come in when you said that because I played with Charles Houston my last 2 years of rec league football,
Mhm.
and and y'all don't know when I say I played with Charles Houston, that's a sense of pride and honor because it's a system was put in place by the great Lucky Elliott that we ran the same system, no matter what pound it was. 85 pounds, 110 pounds, they ran the same system and ran it for decades. Lucky, he put it in play. He put the people in play who he wanted to coach. I remember our coach was Bell, Mr. Bell, right? Bell Senior. And I still contact with Bill. He's down in North Carolina somewhere. So I talked to Bill not too long ago, and he gave me this piece. I said, Bill, why? He said, why? I said, why did Lucky put you a head coach and let Richard still be in the position he was when Lucky was coach? See, Lucky was the head coach and Richard was assistant. He said, because Richard, what he doing, he do great. He said, I need somebody to take my place.
Right. Right.
I said, man, I ain't never think about something like that. He said, he's awesome at what he do. He said, I need somebody to take my place. So he groomed Bell
To take his place.
to take his place.
Yeah.
And I never played personally for Lucky, but I played for Lucky. I played for Bill and Richard. But it was Lucky's system.
Same system. Yeah.
And Lucky seen something in Bill that had similar mentality as him. Like for now, and I'm not a Patriot fan, I'm a Raider fan. But what they putting together now, they still got what you call him. Now he went over to the Raiders, and now he's back at New England in his right position as the offensive coordinator. And now they got your man is the coach.
Grable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grable.
So they put in the system, man. I don't know if nobody watching,
Yeah.
but they put in the
They trying
system,
to put it back together. Yeah.
put it back together.
Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
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 But
Yeah.
it's the same Patriot way.
Trying to get it back.
Yeah. He awesome it's no fact that he's not awesome at an offensive coordinator for them. But he was great as a coach for us.
Right.
You're talking about McDaniels.
Yeah. He's back as an offensive coordinator.
And that's the only place he could go, but he knows that and they know it, so he can stay there.
But what I'm saying is the metaphor is the same thing
I
as
know.
we're talking about, man.
I know what you're saying.
Bring it full circle again.
Yeah.
That's how intimacy works.
Right. You're right. And not even for us, but you're right. Some guys are better coordinators. North Turner, excuse me. There were certain guys that were better coordinators. Your man.
Absolutely.
North Turner.
So guess what?
Yeah.
You want to be a husband, you got to hang around some successful husbands.
Yeah, I see that.
And success don't mean that they get it all perfect.
No, I
What
get
I mean is success means we stay married
Yeah, I get it.
and learning as we go, but learning when to do what. It's a how-to to everything.
Yes.
See, like if Nate used to say this, old Nate we talking about, used to be a co-host here. Nate used to say, if I'm the smartest man in the room, I'm in the wrong room.
Right.
So I always need to be open, man. Yeah, I'm gonna learn something from you. Even I'm gonna learn two things in the process.
What you do?
But not-
One or the other.
I don't know.
Exactly.
There's two things.
Two things.
Hey, look, like everybody who leaves this planet, man, it's gonna leave something positive. They're gonna leave what not to do
And what to do.
and what
What
to
to
do.
do.
I'd rather be on the what to do side. I don't want to be an example of
Yeah.
what
Not to do, right.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
go
not
where
a
he
good
went.
one to
Right.
be on.
Yeah.
Don't do what he did.
And,
It
you know,
didn't
what
work.
instructions did he use?
Yeah.
Don't use them.
Don't use them.
Yeah,
Because it was missing the page.
it was some screws left there.
And you know what else too? Y'all said so many good things. Active listening. See, we learn to listen better today. We you know, and I saw some years ago. Human beings are the worst species at communicating. You know, animals communicate great. Well,
Yeah.
we're horrible communicators. We try to finish each other's sentence. We try to think what he's gonna say without listening totally.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I
I know what you was gonna say.
read half the
Mouthful,
text.
yeah.
Read half the text. I mean, we all
Get
make
mad.
those. Yeah.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
He was going to say this, and that.
Yeah.
Finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And you should
active
be able,
listening.
you should be able to talk to the person, right? Without them, like you should be around people that you can correct and people you can take correction from.
Right.
Constructive.
Because
Yes.
this man right here, even though he got all the information, he was somewhere else in the complex. I said, go to your. I gave you the answer.
He was in the gym complex.
Oh, he was in the complex,
in the
at a
complex.
different place.
And as example, because at the bottom he put 95. What was it? 595. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was in the right complex, but I was looking for 9278. I didn't have the actual unit number.
Yeah.
But yeah. So active listening, because it says it too. That creates intimacy because I'm listening better to hear you better. So which will help us become more intimate.
Yeah. I'm learning how to follow instructions. I Google the address, right? And usually,
Well, hold on, let me tell you. Don't say the address.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I Google it, right? But you know how you say, "Oh, I know where I'm going,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take my way,"
Yeah.
instead versus the other way.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Google always know the direct way to go, and I have to learn how to
Follow instructions.
follow instructions. And
We'll go
and
our way.
We'll go our way. And I learned
Y'all
every
done.
day.
Yeah.
I learned that I have to do that in every part of my life, not just by following directions, but when
Right.
I'm being part of someone's life,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone is not built the same way. We don't think the same way and different things like
Right.
that. And I have to learn how to follow their cues versus following what I think their cues
Should be.
is.
Right.
Should be.
Right. Right.
And see, and the thing about it is, man, you're not constructive criticism, but taking direction.
Yeah.
That's the key to this joint, man.
Mhm.
Not and he was saying it, not jumping out there. And I know what you gonna say.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't know what you gonna say.
Yeah.
So taking direction is very key.
Mhm.
And being detailed.
Mhm.
But one thing I know is what's important to people, they pay attention to.
Mm.
That's
Excuse
right, right there.
Mm.
You want some water?
I'm good.
Always.
So what's important, we'll pay more detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then sometimes we don't know we should be paying attention
Yeah.
to some things. It should
Yeah,
be more
yeah.
important to
It
us.
should
We
be
learn
more
that. Yeah.
Then we gotta learn what's
Yeah.
important and
Yeah.
what's not
And what-
important.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
learning curve
What we
too.
thought was important.
Exactly.
Because being intimate, and let's talk about being intimate. From my point of view, is that what's important to you should be important to me.
Mhm. If you're
I
being
agree
in.
with
If I'm being intimate,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because if you're selfish, it ain't intimate.
How many times that
Yeah, we all are guilty of that. I know. At least I can speak for myself.
No, you can speak.
We all been selfish.
All of us, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this the intimate piece is very vital. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we're demonstrating on the show. It's not just in one area. You know, just like me inviting you guys to the show, has to have some kind of intimate relationship
Yeah.
because everybody just not come. I don't care about your status or
Right.
you know in the community or show business or none of that. Nah,
I could have played for 76, but if you ain't gonna invite me, you ain't invite me.
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And then if you don't have no experience,
Yes.
just like I said, I invite the youngin because he's a genuine guy
Yeah.
for one thing, and I knew by having some kind of intimate relationship with him, I knew that this would be a subject that would be vital to him. That he'd be interested. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And,
sir.
and then I know these two guys have experience
Totally.
because it only comes with experience, right? And experience is not a one-time thing. It's over time, consistently.
Repetitious.
Over time.
Yep.
You can't say you had experience because you made one basket.
Mm.
You ain't, that don't mean you a volume shooter.
I'm stuffed now. I made one shot.
You know, this ain't the Al Bundy.
You do over there
One
14
time he
years.
scored 4 touchdowns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to do repetition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Consistent.
consistently. That's when you
right.
can say I'm experienced. Yeah, yeah. That's why our parents used to say, "Ain't nothing you doing
I
new."
ain't do.
Right.
I already did it.
Yeah, I already did that. Remember
I'm still telling my kids.
I seen one thing a dude, the kids were doing the dance. That ain't nothing but the magic.
Yeah.
I think that's the Eddie Murphy joint. Was it? Eddie Murphy
Murphy.
stand up joint when they first came on,
Yeah.
and they was dancing. The kids was dancing, and he said, "Oh, that ain't nothing. Yeah, that ain't nothing but the magic."
That's all the dances do.
Repeat this.
They repeat themselves. Styles, fashion.
40
just repeat
years.
themselves,
Every
you know.
40 years.
So we talk about experience, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's like if you go down the road and you come back and you say, "Man, don't go down there. They shooting down there." You understand?
I go down there
Anyway, yeah.
Then I come back and complain about they shot me.
How
Shoot
did I
me,
get
man.
shot?
Yeah,
So and so tell you not to go down there.
I had experience.
Exactly.
Yeah. So to like even and it don't mean ages either,
Right.
because you might have experience in one area that I don't have. It ain't got nothing to do with age.
It's about good experience too.
Yeah.
I was married 29 years, 6 months. That don't mean I'm a guru at marriage.
No,
I ain't
no.
that long, but I had bad years. With some of you brothers may have been married less.
Right.
It's much more, you know what I mean?
You talking about
Quantity over
Yeah, the
quality.
quantity,
Yeah.
the quality.
Yeah,
You
quality.
took- that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole. See, that's why I said this is intimacy. This conversation is vast. It's not. It is limitless.
Yeah.
It's limitless, man, because it's a lot of different areas, and I think these two gentlemen came through. It was had the PowerPoints about all the areas in this intimacy, and look, and they never even talked to each other. But for them to have the relationship that they had with one another, man, they usually, you know, you remember the old saying in the Word of God, it says, they seen the disciples, right? And
And
they
they
said,
knew
"Come on,
that
man."
he walked with Jesus.
They
They
said,
said he
man,
walked with
They
Jesus.
said, "Man, we perceive that these men been hanging around Jesus."
Because they are not, they weren't educated.
But just
But-
it was
but
more
they-
to it than that.
Yeah.
That's what they can say. They weren't
yeah,
educated.
Yeah.
Nah, because they act like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
they pictured them because they knew them before, and then after they walked with Jesus,
Come on, man.
they could see the difference.
They can see that.
Yeah. They weren't as they wasn't astute or the upperclassmen,
Yeah,
but they was talking like Jesus.
yeah. They talk just like they just like they talk just like that's what happens when you become intimate with something that's positive. Man, it's just like when you become intimate with something that's negative.
True. Very true.
It's all like we say, it's all learned behavior.
All learned behavior.
So we wanted the message to go forth for this show if you're watching this, the men can be vulnerable. Men can be intimate with one another, and it has nothing to do with no sex.
Yep. So
We,
far from it.
we ain't even talking about no sex intimacy, because that's what we're not talking about. We're not getting into none of the sex and the intimacy. We ain't even getting to no romantic stuff. We just talking about relating.
Exactly.
Because what he was talking about with his wife, that was just relating.
Right. The lady.
And to become intimate.
Yep.
Just
part
having
of it.
dinner.
That's all part of it.
Just talking.
The physical sex is only
Just
a small
talking.
part
Exactly.
Of it, bro, you know?
Exactly.
It is, man. It's only a small part of it.
And we don't even fake intimacy anymore like we used to. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might I'll fake it to get to an end. but yeah.
Don't go too well.
Hey, what you say? The goal?
Yeah. Look at the end goal.
Get to the solution. You skip all the work in the
You
floor.
missed your statement.
Man, we had the same mission.
You missed your statement. I wanted to get the pay dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But look, but once that feeling gone, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing intimate.
You roll over and don't touch it.
What you want, a grilled cheese
Yeah,
sandwich?
you get up. Now you want to get up and cook a meal.
I'm searching TV back.
Oh, we just being real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You had the soft music on there first.
Yeah.
Then you turn the TV on.
Now you turn Sanford and Son on now. Yeah.
When I used to smoke cigarettes,
I'm
I'm
missing.
gonna go have a cigarette after that one, you know.
I'm missing the game. Now the
I gotta
game.
get back there. The
Hey,
game's still on.
The game's still on.
Absolutely.
A game is
Just
on.
to
We
get
don't
to
care
that
what
end
game.
goal.
is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A game is on.
I missed that 3 minutes of the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you, I love you guys, man. And see,
Feelings
I remember
mutual,
one
brother.
time we couldn't even say that.
Yeah.
Somebody think you so.
Oh yeah. Oh, back in the day, oh, sir, we had to put that facade up.
No,
Number
no,
love
for
for you,
real
brother.
though. No, in our generation, we could say, I love you. Man, let's get that true. That's true. Our generation, you said, man, I love you, man. Yeah, it was more acceptable back then. But as things evolved, it was looked at as something negative. Because I remember, man, BC. You know what that is, right?
BC?
Before crack.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because that's when a lot of stuff changed in
big
these
time.
neighborhoods.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the balls
Yeah.
rolled
Yeah.
in.
When
boy.
it was
Then exchange, make
Free base.
Yeah. Look, eyes big. You say that?
But see, before then,
Let's see.
in our communities, the communities was more. If you think back, because we we have the age. So if you think back before then, it was more, the street lights come on.
you better be on.
Yeah, and all that.
Yep.
If you like for myself, if you said in Eastgate or either on Medicine Street in Alexandria, man, my grandmother over there in Medicine Street, we could keep the door open. Over Eastgate, now this Eastgate, this is Southeast. At my aunt's house, if it rained like it rained today, she would have her door open. Screen door is the only thing, not even locked. With nobody coming in. Ain't nobody worried about nobody coming in.
Right.
And go to sleep like it.
Them days, yeah.
Well, go to sleep with the door open because in Eastgate, the walls were made of cinder blocks. So you ain't had no air conditioning or nothing like that. And you couldn't, the way the windows was made, you couldn't put fans in the windows like that. So you had the fan set on the floor. And it would get hot. Just like over there when winter came, it would get cold. The walls were made of cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks, yeah.
Big, huge cinder blocks, like Flintstones. Couldn't hang no pictures. Ain't no pictures hanging around. But I'm just saying, having those experiences, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. When you go through hardship with somebody, that's an intimate.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. When you in prison, been through the same hell together,
Yep.
same old deal,
Mhm.
and then they become the good old days.
Yeah, well,
You know, when you talk about welfare, cheese,
Mhm.
and that peanut butter in the tub,
Mhm.
that you had a big oil spill in the middle
Yep.
With the bologna with the red thing.
with the
on
red
it.
thing.
thing,
Oh
man.
man, come on, man.
Juice in the cans.
Man, I remember, you know, my aunt them having powdered milk
Oh yeah.
and powdered eggs. Because, you know, in Alexandria, you didn't get powdered milk and powdered eggs. We was on welfare too.
No, I was saying you did.
We didn't get nothing.
We got it.
But my
Oh,
aunt
Mom.
them, they would get them right. And I remember, man, being a little kid coming home to my mother and saying, man, Mama Sarah is a magician. I said, what you mean by that? I said, she pulled some water. She took a box, a white box, and pulled some powder and then stirred it up and put it in the pan and made eggs. I said, and then she put another joint in there and then she made milk.
Mhm.
I must say, you crazy. Because everybody was struggling together, man.
Yeah.
And man, I remember my mother. Me and my brother to this day, we don't want no what they call goulash. That's what she called it. But what it was, man, survival food, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the month,
You put everything you had.
shit, now she had the elbow macaroni,
Yep.
put the tomato paste, throw the whole joint up, and then she would throw in some canned corn and all that, right?
Mm.
And this year, sometimes it'd be neck bones, and then sometimes it would be
Turkey.
Turkey necks.
Yeah, so
wings.
wings.
Oh,
Yeah.
the turkey wing.
Baby,
No,
whatever
chicken
you
wings.
put in
Chicken
there.
wings.
Yeah.
Chicken wings,
Chicken
a whole
wings.
bunch of them, right?
Mhm.
And then she, you know, we didn't have microwaves, so she'll freeze it,
Mhm.
and you would take a chunk of whatever out every day, and that was your meal.
Yep.
That was like the last 2 weeks.
And
So
some
me-
white bread.
Man, if you had that.
Right, yeah, little
But
goulash.
see, I remember those
Yeah,
days,
yeah,
man. And
yeah.
so you start what you're talking about, man. When you get that intimate relationship with your creator, man, and you start being grateful, man.
Absolutely.
So the hardships gives more intimacy. It produces more intimacy. But what happens is, man, either you're gonna be a coal that takes pressure and heat and turn to a diamond,
Come on, man.
or you're gonna be the piece of coal that can't handle the pressure and heat
Correct.
and turn to dust.
Yeah, rubble.
That's the only. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So you don't stay if you don't turn the heat down low and simmer for a while, you ain't gonna taste good. And then you got to know how to put the right spices in.
Yeah.
That food was good, man. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was good because she could cook. She could make something happen. Just like my aunt. What she did, man, the eggs was good. That milk was, hey, man, that milk was no different than no other milk. I was just surprised how the ingredients were put together. Yeah.
Right.
But they provided, man, and it was the good days. BC.
It was a good day.
It was good days, man. And I remember, man, because I went to a lot of go-go's, and I remember, man, that we would wait at the Coliseum for people like I remember one time my man Marvin had to work or something, and he said he'll meet us there, man. And all this was about 10 of us. And we stayed out front of the Coliseum and said, man, I hope we ain't got no cell phones or nothing. So I hope he hurry up, man. We were about 15, 16 years old. And then he came, and then he had on some light blue Pro Keys high tops. And we like, man, where you get that, man? Because
Kids.
everybody would express themselves, but it was unity. We would not go in until he got there. And he kept his word and got there. So a lot of all those produce intimacy, man. Being reliable, keeping your word. And this is what we call it, man in the mirror. Because it's a personal thing. I keep my word because it's me, not because nobody else. When my daughter passed, man, I had to go. I owned a band. I had to go to band practice.
Mhm.
Same day I found out about it, my man was waiting out front. But he had came from Moe County to drive me to band practice.
Mhm.
Band practice was way out there past Temple Hill somewhere.
Mhm.
I lived by Racing Stadium at the time.
Mhm.
I still had to go to band practice, just getting the news that my daughter passed
Mhm.
because I made a commitment.
Mhm.
And I didn't stay, but I went there and paid for it
Mhm.
because mostly I couldn't stay. But I did
Understandable.
go pay for it.
Right,
But it would have been easy,
Mhm.
you know,
Just say,
Follow
nah,
to say-
through on
to
the
say-
commitment, right?
Nah, I
To
can't
say
make it.
no,
Right,
I can't
right.
make it,
Right, I can't-
regardless.
yeah.
Right, right.
and all them people that came from different places.
Mhm.
So really, man, to get the heart of caring about others and not thinking about yourself so much is the key to this intimate thing. And what my man say, he said, to be he said it's not. He said to be not thinking about yourself, not to think.
Self-reliance.
Nah,
No, I know where you're going.
yeah, he said
Um,
not to think about yourself less.
right. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
if don't,
It come in, but basically talking about being unselfish.
yeah,
Yeah, being unselfish.
being unselfish is not.
Thinking of yourself less.
Now it's thinking of yourself less.
It's thinking of yourself less, but more of others. It's something to that extent.
Yeah, to that extent.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I remember
yeah.
hearing that,
Yeah.
man. But the gist of it is, you don't think that you don't put yourself like you don't mean that,
Right,
right?
right.
But you just consider others. You consider others.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the key to this, man.
It's a big add on.
I remember my mother
Consider
said,
the
Fred,
others.
she said, you can't live in this world by yourself.
Mm.
It's deep. Your mama was right.
Yeah,
too.
you can't live in this world.
Right.
And we talk about it all the time. You can't go in the corner and play with your toys. You got to pay it forward. Pay it forward. Help someone like they helped me or helped you. You know,
You do.
yeah, you can't live in this world by yourself. Howard Hughes couldn't.
Sure
You know,
could. He had all the
Yeah.
money,
Multi-millionaire.
all the
Hey,
money.
no, you gotta step out. We can hear you on TV.
Yeah, he had plenty of money, man.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah,
you can't.
know?
You can't.
Sure
See,
can.
we live here. Look,
Yeah.
this we ain't doing no fake.
Oh yeah.
We all family.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Take it outside, no.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what they used to say, Terrence, people who need people are the luckiest people in the
Man,
world.
it is, man. And
Who
see,
was that? Streisand? Was that Barbara?
I believe that was.
Yeah,
That was Barbra Streisand.
but you know where I heard it at?
Where you here?
It was a guy who was like he was slim, older guy from Alexandria, Virginia,
Mm.
and the left, to the right, and so it was older, older cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Alan Johnson.
Alan Johnson. Yes, I knew.
And I remember him saying that a lot, man. And he encouraged me when I've been on this journey, man. He been encouraging me, man. Early on, man, he used to say, "You're doing so well." And I was like, "Man, I'm struggling, man. I'm just, reconnecting my life together." And he used to say, "Man, you're doing well." And man, I ain't get it back then. Now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to always say he barely wanted to say anything, but people would ask him stuff, right? And he would say the same simplicity statements, right? And that was one of them.
Yeah.
He said, "People who need people are the luckiest people in the world." He said, "The thing about building walls to keep people out, you trap yourself in." He used to say stuff like that, man. It was simple but profound.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
And so-
block your blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, and he said, man, he said, do well. He said, in doing well, you take care of everything. He said, if you do well, the people you have harmed before, hurt before, you won't hurt them no more. He said, if you do well, the people who hurt you, they be upset because you're doing well. He said, doing well takes care of everything, man. And then, like we said, we got to know the formula to do well. See, a lot of times we don't even know the things that's hindering us.
True.
We
Very
can't
true.
connect the two. Yeah. this might be the main thing. I don't know. Everybody got their own, whatever it is, just hold them back. But whatever it is, it needs to be taken care of. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's totally deep. Yeah.
But you don't take care of if you don't get the sting out,
Mm-hmm.
you can clean the wound all you want.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta get the sting out.
Pull that sting
What
out.
you do.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most valuable lessons I learned early on. It's certain things I had to do right away.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Yep, exactly. Some things you gotta do correct.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah.
And right away.
And for me, it was to stop the lifestyle and get a whole new lifestyle. The whole lifestyle that I had was see, now I got a new lifestyle that don't consist of the stuff that from the old lifestyle.
Right.
So I had to trash the whole lifestyle
Mhm. Yeah.
and get taught a whole different lifestyle.
That you do the change. You do have to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
So in a sense, I had to stop the death style to get a
Yeah,
lifestyle.
And that's what it was
Yeah.
for all of it, really. Death style. Well, I can't say for all of us, I know, inclusive of me too. It was a death style.
Yeah. Had-
Yep.
so-
All of it.
Separation.
Yep. Death style. Yep.
Separation from God.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So see, a lot of people they say, "Oh
Exactly.
man,
You know?
you don't drink or you don't do this," because that was part of the death style. But it's more to it than just not that.
Right.
Right.
I got a whole new lifestyle that don't involve drinking and stuff.
Right.
That's all that is. I got a whole new lifestyle though.
Absolutely.
It just don't involve that.
Right.
But that was the stinger. I had to get the sting out.
Pulled it out.
Yeah, and then I had the other stuff, the instructions. So
Yeah.
start getting some better tools
Mhm.
and learn how to use them.
Right.
See,
Right.
the thing about getting tools, if you don't know how to use them,
True.
you
Ain't
just
gonna do
you
good.
just stand there with a shiny belt, tool belt.
Looking good. Don't know how
So
to
I
do
need the
that.
skill set.
True.
So I go to, like we talk about the mechanic thing,
Mhm.
I go to a successful mechanic
Mhm.
and I let him teach.
Mhm.
See, I think that's the biggest barrier when it comes to, learning things like intimacy. That's just part of the soup. But to learn stuff like that, man, I had to be teachable, man. So one of the main things I found out, even to get to some intimacy or anything of the sort, is humility.
Bingo.
Deep,
Got to
bro.
be humble.
Yeah.
Gotta be, man.
Got to be. You're right.
You can't nobody teach you nothing, then you're gonna do what you know.
You're gonna
Right.
keep on. You're gonna continue the same
Yeah.
lifestyle, the same
Same
traits,
wall.
everything, same.
The hamster
wall.
wheel.
Hands on the wheel. Yeah. Like
Yep.
you said.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. You know.
Chasing my tail forever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the main ingredients, man, is humility, man.
It is.
You know, see, man, everybody I know who practice humility, they're doing well.
Yeah.
This guy here, this guy, yeah, even yourself,
Yeah.
you done made a whole different. Yeah, don't forget Mr. Brian over there.
Round
man.
about, bro.
Yeah, I like to salute to Brian.
Yes, indeed.
Because
Right.
Brian was one of the people
you,
who helped with the documentary also.
No.
I mean, Brian picked me up and we drove out to Alexandria and went to different places, man. And some of the stuff wasn't used. I'll keep it real. But he did his part.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. Thank
Great
you,
job.
bro.
Thank you for the night and all night.
Yeah, absolutely,
Mhm.
bro.
Now, that was a labor of love for that. This ain't a labor of love, this business. But guess what though? What makes it, the intimate part shows up on time.
Yeah.
We start on time.
Mm-hmm.
We get the quality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We get the viewing where it goes to. So this is on YouTube, on Beltway Studios and beyond. And you look up on that, and then you'll find Man in the Mirror Show. Not just one, it's consistent. It's on there. A lot of them. Then you go on Beltway and beyond on Facebook, and it's there. then and people can pull it from there and share it to their page.
Mhm.
Now I've shared to my page. You can share it on Boo Jones,
Mhm.
SRB,
Mhm.
the one in all black holding the chain. I gotta say that because it's a lot of.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, all this development, and it takes over time and consistency.
Mhm.
You develop relationships.
Mhm.
Then you know, you get a little more trust.
Mhm. Piecemeal at a time.
Peace, man, at a time.
How you eat elephant?
One bite at a time. One bite at a time. And see, that, and look, you know, you be around in certain environments, right? You start, it's like you said they was around Jesus.
Uh,
They start speaking the same thing.
speaking
They
the
understood
language.
each other.
Yeah.
They speak the language.
They speak the language. Yeah.
Yeah. You speak the language after a while. You start understanding each other. You start,
We learn from our teachers.
yeah.
People that we associate with,
Yeah.
who around. That's all the time.
I like it.
You
I
have to
like
be
it.
open to do
Yeah.
it.
Like my wife's birthday was somebody mentioned. Yeah.
Sunday.
And man, you know, my philosophy is this. I'm gonna leave you no excuses. so I hit almost everybody in the family.
Mm.
I said, if you want to come on out,
Mm.
right? Let everybody know where we was at and everything. Right?
Mhm.
Even did some reminders.
Mhm.
And man, about 10 of my relatives came out.
Mm.
You know, some from both sides.
Mhm.
You know, my sister Tabitha, I like to call her out. Both her sons, Quavon and Zay and his fiance.
Mm.
My cousin Sharon and her husband Tim. That's Andre's sister.
Right.
My cousin Andre, that's his sister.
Mm.
And my aunt Margie and my cousin Tammy, that's Tommy Thompson, that's his mom
Okay.
and his sister. They came out, you know. And my cousin Melanie, she on the Ledbetter side, Melanie Brown. She kin to Joe Ledbetter and all that.
Mm.
Yeah,
And see, you talking about how your intimacy has grown in your family.
yeah,
You know, in all of our families.
Yeah.
With our mothers, if they're still with us, our parents, cousins, all the intimate siblings. Intimacy has grown,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Because we've grown,
yeah.
you know. So it's gotten better, you know.
Yeah, man. And that's I'm glad you said that. Because in the documentary I was talking about how me and my mom had countless years of great relationship. It's because when I get better,
We get better.
we get better.
True.
Yeah. That's what old Alan Johnson was talking about.
Mm.
Do well.
Mm.
All the rest of stuff come in place. So it's a how-to to everything, man.
Mm.
We just had to be, be open and willing.
Willing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To learn. You know, I you ever heard this saying when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Yeah.
I think because the student didn't open his eyes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so man, in closing, man, it was a great setting,
Great.
man. And see, this is history. You know, that's why I take pictures with everybody. Y'all know me. I always take pictures with y'all. See, y'all. But when you get intimate with a person, you understand them. That's what they do. But it's deeper than what people think. And we were talking about that earlier. People might think that, oh man, you want to be all right with me, you want to be seen. Man, because in life, all we got is memories.
That's it, bro.
It's up to us what kind we make.
Shazam.
Yeah.
So we're making a great one right now, right?
Right.
Absolutely, bro.
And, I thank you guys for taking your time to come out.
Hey, man,
Thank you for having us.
Be on Man in the
No.
Mirror, man.
We love you too.
So
Yeah,
this,
man.
man, appreciate it. I love you
And all my
guys.
love and respect, bro.
Yeah,
Many
so-
years, over 40 plus years, bro.
Man.
We sitting there
Yeah.
talking in the
Ain't
truck,
that something?
going to the studio, and then look at it. Remember that day? You know, boom, when we grow up, man, we was talking about the future.
Yeah.
You know, and then look at this, bro, man. I'm truly humbled, man, to still be around. Man,
Man, we doing the work, man. And
absolutely.
this was a great show, man. like I said, it was great to have each and every one of you guys.
Hey, thank you for inviting.
Man, thank you for what you do by doing this, man.
Fred.
Thank you for having
Thanks
me.
to everybody, all of you.
Lazenby.
Lazenby.
Have me back again. You can have everybody.
Now, Fred is pronounced Lazenby.
Lazenby, just like
I know,
it's
he
spelled
good at
Lazenby.
Oh, Lazenby.
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 And I bet
Okay.
you never met another.
Lazenby.
And
Sir Lazenby.
yeah,
I like that, brother.
Ryan Hill.
Sir Lazenby.
Sir Lazenby.
I like how that
That's
goes.
right.
I
That
like how
is
they
stuck.
do it.
That's it now.
Yeah, Sir Lazenby.
All right, so people will be back here at the last Thursday of next month. As usual, it's the Man in D Mirror show because it's the talk show that matters.
Peace.
Peace.